The first idea comes from Nacho, and although you may know the Inferno roof bug where the Molotov doesn't explode, here's a consistent lineup for deep coffins Molotov. Get yourself into a sandbags corner, aim at the left side of this chimney. Now run and jump throw your Molotov right after you pass the roof edge. If you do it like that, the Molotov takes ages to land because Molly will do 2 bounces on the magical roof where it doesn't explode. If you would run a bit further, you could throw it with 1 bounce, so there's actually room for mistakes. Believe me, it's very easy to consistently get the Molly land onto deep coffins. I personally like the 2 bounces version more, because why not to just enjoy potentially the longest flying Molotov in the game to its maximum. Use it with care. Next up, GDP's idea from Cash, a loosey-goosey one-way smoke lineup. Just run down from heaven while bouncing your smoke off from the wall like that. Do quickly some KZ and you'll find yourself in a fabulous sneaky spot to stop a B rush. Depending on the exact smoke landing position, you should be able to see B main nice and clear while enemies have hard times to spot you behind that smoke. As you can witness, it's rather impossible, and here's how GDP himself pulled it off with a regular M4, which in theory should give up on your position pretty fast, but he was able to get a nice 3k with no one even shooting back at him. Super general. By the way, today's video is special because in the end of it, I let my friend Sai pick the best trick, and I'll trade the guy who sent it the free knife because this video is sponsored by Atlas VPN, which can do a lot. For example, it can hide your location, you can be one day Croatian, you can watch stuff Netflix, you can go safely Wi-Fi in train stations while eating toast and bacon. No problem, what's your platform? Maybe one day future, connect Mooney and be Mr. Spaceman. I don't know now, 86% is the flow out. The number of discount, I know you're a bit proud, try it out before it's sold out. Cause it's not forever like a sunny weather, Cause it's not forever like a Navin Sarah, Currently, Atlas VPN is running an 86% discount for their 3-year deal with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's around $1.39 per month. The link is in the video description. Alright, a hippie smoke on Inferno from Piffl. It's a pixel perfect one, so I leave the coordinates in the video description as well. But if you get into the wall corner plus aim exactly like shown, you can smoke off the CT boost position, so opponents can't really surprise you with boosting over the regular CT smoke at random times. Most likely it's one of the hardest left click smokes you can potentially throw on Inferno, but in some rare cases it might be worth the hustle. We're gonna continue with the Dust 2 move sent to me by Nubrian. If you sense a potential me to be hit incoming and you're playing the window area, you can throw a Molotov into the stone edge and surprise your opponents right behind this fire, because if you throw it correctly, it won't spread at all. Yet from the enemy side, it feels like no one could be window because it's all covered with flames. The title is a clickbait because my creative mind just had to produce some hippie findings into this video as well. If you take B-bomb site with speed and rotations are late, you could try this 2-man boost onto barrel. Both players need to go as right as they can, so the top guy could enjoy a tiny gap vision towards CT. Your best chance to get a frag on the board is obviously with a zoom machine, but since the frame is wooden, you can deal some damage even with pistols. That's the view from the opposite side. Yes, they can see you, but since I haven't seen it used by anyone yet, then I guess most people simply aren't ready for it at all. Next up, a Mirage moment sent to me by Gulla Bulla. People should already know that you can climb those boxes to have a nice solo angle towards B abs, but if you go all the way to the left, it also grants you with a sneaky line towards short. That's exactly what Gulla Bulla did here in a late round situation, which also resulted in an easy frag. A pretty hard to hit edge nade line idea by Lasse. Get into the corner in lower tons, crouch, aim at the arch like shown. And when you're ready, then stand up plus left click throw. If you throw a smoke, it'll land onto short. Watch out for this potential tiny gap though, and if you would throw a flashbang, it bounces from Xbox up in the air, blinding some guys at CT mid plus people at short. Not too useful trick, but creative indeed, and that's what we're looking for with this compilation. Inferno and a quick flash from Roman, who said he's silver 2 by the way. Corner position, aim at the bottom of this black line. Left click throw, then go in and clear boiler. As always on a higher level, these type of self flashes don't work as well as on a lower level, but it's not too bad because even if you're a close boiler, you can't fully see the flash trajectory, so most of the players standing here should be as white as Colgate. Next up, Razzy's idea, starting from Mirage top mid. Firstly, go into this left side box section, crouch, look for this white dot, aim at the bottom right of it like shown. Then stand up, move to the rightest box section, plus jump throw. This will be your fake B market window smoke if you want to go for them sneaky plays. Awesome as that. Useful molly from Mephilas, line yourself up with a wall, plus stay crouched all the way, aim down from a lamp, plus take the height from a corner. If you're ready and enemies aren't, then left click throw. Molotov will clear the annoying right side balcony angle as well as van position, so they would need to go deep van and you could see their head, or they need to back off completely. Easy 2 in 1 effect. Now 2 of my own weird newer findings on overpass. If you didn't know, then this banana push has a magical not exploding edge as well, so I came up with a pretty useless Molotov that could work just as a distraction or actually ruin some rotations a bit. Get stuck behind this trash can, aim at the edge of the wall a bit lower than this pole, plus jump throw. Molotov bounces off from the skybox, then from the magical bush, which gives it the fancy extra airtime, and finally boom, fire on the ground. All in all, there can't be many people out there who knew about this trick, but I think the lack of usefulness is the main reason why. I haven't seen a proper nade/molotov for this annoying water corner where people often tend to hide, so I came up with this easy line plus line lineup. Position yourself on the line and aim at the wall line edge like shown. A quick step plus throw gives you a nice Molotov towards this corner, but that's not all. You could obviously nade the same way, and why not to use a flashbang with the same lineup, because it doesn't hurt your own team and your breach pushing teammate could easily peek with it without being blinded. Easy frags, easy life. Blondie wanted to remind you all this wallbang from B-bomb side to short on Mirage. Since you're penetrating wood, you can even do it with pistols. Alright, MNS said that I have no proper office tricks on my channel, and he might be right. If this place is smoked, you can throw a Molotov for a corner of one of the hostage rooms. Pretty self-explanatory, just use those windows for that, and here you have it. Unofficially the first creative office trick on the channel. The same idea of course works vice versa. Next up, radek with a pre-aiming lineup for banana old car spot. Back yourself at the wall plus crouch where the flower pot and the leaf meet. Then look for this mark on the wall, aim a bit top right from it. Go out so you won't hit the wall and start shooting. Don't try it for too long though, because after all you are an easier target for them, but since the lineup could do some free damage through the smoke, why not to try it with a couple of bullets or so. A quick Inferno wallbang sent to me by Archin. Get stuck behind this wall edge, aim at this section, you can surely play around a bit, and if you shoot, it could damage or even kill a guy playing at this barrel's position or in general behind this left side of pit wall. That's how it is. Bruno sent me an accidental decoy, but the same lineup works with a smoke, corner position, aim like shown, then left click throw, and here's a creative smoke that lands in between the wooden barrels and grants you with a fresh smoke that you can use to hold A from on top of the boxes. If you use it and stay on the ground, you give an advantage to the enemy since A short is naturally lower ground than the bomb site, but for your teammate who is holding short from library or for someone who uses those on top of the box positions, it could nicely work out, plus result in some surprise kills. Also, it blocks some sidebox molotovs. Alright, the molly trick for boiler sent to me by Xenor. Hack the wooden thingy here, aim like shown, and left click bounce your fire into a boiler room to hopefully fool your enemies that you mollied boiler. Flames are partly visible, although you could stand in there, push apps and surprise your enemies who, depending on their exact position on apps, shouldn't be ready for your aggro move through the potential fire. Maybe that's your next free kill on Inferno. Next up, as a regular backside B smoke won't cover the annoying boost position, Knight sent me a smoke solely for this boost box. Get stuck right here, aim up from the second window on the left, plus take the height from the building. It should look something like this. If you're ready, then jump throw. Smoke has some decent airtime, bounces a bit before it pops, and results in a hippie boost smoke. If you're going for this full on all smokes B execute, why not to consider it. Dust2 again and SBT Gaming sent me a screenshot of a weird accidental smoke. I did some top-notch research and it came out that there's a very small edge that you can throw your smokes onto, but it needs to be a very kinky lineup if you would like to do it from a longer distance, and the only real use I can see for this one is when CT wants to hold catwalk. This way they surely see opponent's legs first. Still, the lineup is probably too complicated and it's better / easier to throw a smoke that partly covers for an Xbox angle as well. Let's say you're retaking Inferno B bomb site from Banana and CT. Here's an easy retake smoke sent to me by Xinna. Jump up here to kinda loosey-goosey position. Aim at the roof edge. Very easy to remember, plus left click throw. Smoke should make entering the site easier for both Banana and CT guys, plus makes it pretty uncomfortable for site defenders to frag you at a longer distance. You should be able to get at least very close to them and enjoy some close quarters duels. Before I show my own last finding, I promised to give away this knife to one of you who sent me creative tricks for this video. Sai helped me out, and although all the ideas were cool in one way or another, GDP with a useful cache checkers one-way smoke was the chosen one this time. If you would like to send me new fresh CSGO tricks or successful trick attempts from your matches, keep in mind they really need to be unique. Like this one-way smoke play I came up with on Inferno B bomb site, very easy stock position. Aim down from this post and wall line meeting point till you hit another darker line. Jump throw, then go yourself or let your teammate go push church, hold an angle like that and you're gonna 100% see them first. Simple as that. Please someone pull it off in an actual game and send it to me, it would be awesome. By the way, if you would aim a bit under the line, smoke goes a bit further and changes the angles a bit. I personally seem to like the first version more though. Enjoy.